Hi all, Nico Wale from ArtPro here, and this is the third part of the series in QGIS about how to create a detail. In this case, our detail will be generated and it will include the town with its adjacent territories and also the satellite map georeferenced as you saw in part 1. This is the zoning of the city, and as you saw in the previous part, we drew the streets. Here we made a buffer, a varying distance buffer based on an attribute field, which in this case was in meters, the distance between the axis of the street and the outside edge. And then we generated our zoning, and here we are. We are almost finished. Now we've got to check the Atlas feature, which will generate our detail. I've already defined the layer combination. It is in detail satellite, and I will just add the newly created zone and update the detail satellite layer combination. Let's go to our print composer and check the details cities, and I've created a print composer which is horizontal, because in this case I will need the horizontal one. I've drawn the rectangle with horizontal shape because the city itself is spanning in east-west direction, whereas some other towns are in north-south direction, and I will need a vertical atlas feature there, but in this case it's horizontal, so I load the print composer which is for horizontal atlas features. I will load my atlas now, and it loaded the correct one. I can of course scroll between the towns, and I've already added some names. You may want to see how it's done. Just type Atlas Nicole Walef in the YouTube search, and you will find the video which I created maybe a year and a half ago. I don't remember, but it explains fully how these parameters are set in the atlas and the print composer. I will need to add some scale units. It's 250. Alright, and don't forget, since the point of this whole exercise is not to create separate print composers, but to use the atlas to filter only the elements which are visible in the current atlas feature, which means in the rectangular shape I created, every feature of each layer which is in it will be mentioned in the legend. I will mark therefore only show items inside current atlas feature, and of course it regenerated itself. Now I will have to add the zoning. Alright, and because since I have used most of my space in the print composer, I will have to reduce the font size and the symbol size of the units. Let's use 10 and subgroup font also 10, and also the symbol I will have to reduce it, not 10 by 5 but 8 by 4. I will allow it to split layers in columns. I will mark split layers. And what else? I will add another column, it seems. 4 columns. And let's see. The zoning will be in front, of course. It is the most important layer. The zoning of the city. I will name it in Bulgarian, which is zones in the urbanized area. Alright, and that's basically what we wanted to achieve. Let's arrange the composition, regenerate it, and I would like, of course, to make it bigger. I don't need this area here, therefore I will modify the extents of the rectangle. Let's select the correct layer, toggle editing, and move the nodes accordingly. Yes, I don't need that much area at the top, and just try to frame the composition so that the urban area is in the center. Alright, that's better. Okay, and this one I would like to move to the left. Alright, let's see what the result is. Regenerate. And you have to, of course, to move one feature ahead and one feature back to regenerate it. Alright, that's much better. The village, in this case the city, of course, is centered, and I have enough area. The scale is okay, and that's perfect. That's perfect. I will just rename the zones in Bulgarian, of course. I just show it residential areas will be жилищни територии. Residential medium rise areas will be жилищни средноетажни. Alright. Public areas, обществени територии или обществено обслужване. Alright. Parks and recreations. Sport areas, production zones, производствени терени, public production zones, смесени обслужващо производствени терени. Rivers will be реки, of course. Green areas near rivers will be защитна зелена. Canals. In Bulgarian it is основна улична мрежа. Auxiliary roads. Второстепенна улична мрежа. Alright. Apply, and I expect in the layout to be regenerated. Yes, that's correct. And of course everything is as I expected it. I will just rearrange somewhat. And another trick is whenever you want to use two lines in the legend, in this case this is too long, смесено обслужващо производство, I will just type a symbol I use, which is this one, and the line, vertical line, and it will separate the lines as it did there. And now all we have to do is to export the file as a image file. I will save it. Say alright, and as you can see, the name of the exported file is already set. Again, I encourage you to visit my video about the Atlas feature. It's all explained there. Save. We set the resolution, of course. And let's see the result. Let's see. Alright, where did we save it? Yes, here, here, and here. Let's see. Alright, that's perfect. Everything is as we expected it, and the name of the city is exactly as it is on the drawing. Of course, we will have to slightly reduce the width of the streets. I want to see the not so many black streets on the map. Therefore, it's simple. You know how to do it, but I will do it just in case. Let's say we go again to detail and change the symbology somewhat. Not 1.5, but 1. Not 1, but 0.7. And not 0.7, 0.85. Alright. Apply. And that's much better. Again, we regenerate. And I will let's check the main road. As you can see, because the layers are different, here it's wider than here. And I will have to do the same for the other layer, which is the roads outside the urban areas. I will use again black pen, but one width. And that's perfect. Refresh and export as PNG file. And that's simple stuff really, but when you can do it fast, it saves you a lot of time, and especially if you're changing from one project to another, you can refresh fast. As you can see, the buffers of the streets are now visible, and the drawing is not so black as it was. And that is how you create detail. Very simple, very effective, and I highly encourage you to visit my other video in which I describe in detail how to use the Atlas. You can do it, of course, without the Atlas in this case, but it saves you a lot of time. It's Nicole Olive from ArtPro signing off, and wishing you inspiration in your architectural and geographic practice. See you.